Hi everyone! Today I am talking about my top 10 reasons why travelling sucks. When you're travelling, it can be really difficult to talk to people back home about the negative things about your experience, because as a traveller and having the opportunity not to work and go away for a number of months is such a brilliant experience, people don't want to hear about the bad side. You don't want to seem ungrateful as if you're not having a wonderful experience, but the reality is that if you're away for a good few months, you wouldn't have a perfect day every day when you're back home anyway, so why should you when you're travelling? So you don't want to have a moan, and you don't want to talk about the negative things, so I thought I'd do a blog about the 10 things that suck about travelling. You can't do everything. Unless you've got a crazy budget and the weather is on your side every single day, you're just not going to be able to do everything that you want to do. And I used to get in a real huff about this. My poor other half used to have to calm me down because I'd be either angry or crying because it makes me sound so dramatic, but I wanted to do everything. I thought if I'm in this country and I'm over this part of the world, I have to make the most of it because I'm not going to get the chance to do it again. So there's no advice I can give on this apart from just to accept it. Feeling tired. When I really struggle is when we've been off somewhere for a few weeks and it's just non-stop for days, and you wake up in the hotel room or hostel room or wherever, you just feel so tired. You don't want to get out of bed. But then I really struggle with that because then I think, oh, I've paid for this hotel or hostel room, you know, I need to make the most of it, otherwise it's wasted money, and then I worry that I'm in this wonderful place and I shouldn't be ungrateful and I should be out exploring. But really what I've realised now after 3 months is that there's no shame in just having a sleep day. Mosquitoes. I've spoken about mosquitoes in 2 other blogs, so I'm kind of getting a little bit obsessive over it, but I hate them. Getting ripped off. It can be really tiring and really frustrating, especially when you know that the £2 or £3 that you've been ripped off by is getting towards the end of your trip, and that £2 or £3 could have been used on a new experience or something else. I think the worst thing about getting ripped off is the paranoia of it and the anticipation of it, not the actual execution of it. I think it's just part of being here, and it's just about being savvy. Some people thrive off it, some people thrive off bartering, but I'm just typical British where I'm too polite to say anything, and so then I just get internally angry and want to flip out rather than just being honest and saying, you're ripping me off, don't. It doesn't happen all the time. If you're an anxious person or if you get paranoid, it can be quite difficult to deal with, but the only thing you can do is accept that it's part of the experience, take a deep breath and let it go. All I really want is a big fat juicy burger and some chips. It's just so awkward when you're in a different country. You feel like you should be eating that cuisine all the time, but in Southeast Asia, all the surrounding countries do have quite similar flavourings to their food. But if you're out here for a long time, it's not the food that you were brought up on. So you're going to miss your pies and your roast dinners and your burgers and your chips and all this lovely homely potato-based food that we have in the UK. Sneaking into KFC or McDonald's is a different level, but I've done it. Cheap hotel toothpaste. No more payday. You know that whatever you spend is getting closer and closer to the zero mark on your bank account. And it's liberating, but it's also terrifying. The ever-looming question about what you're going to do when you get back. Sorry reality, I am too busy having too much fun to think about that right now. Homesickness. Just miss my mum every day. Oh, but you know, you're having the trip of a lifetime and you're going to come home anyway, so don't worry about it too much. Yeah, well, that doesn't stop me from missing her, so the feelings that I'm having a great time doesn't really make it feel any better. It's just one of those things that you have to slowly work through, and it is just part of the experience, knowing that your trip will come to an end. I've got 9 months left, and I am pretty sure that by the time those 9 months are done, I'm going to be ready to go home. Or at least I hope, so that it doesn't feel so terrible. Right now I'm having too much fun and I do not want to go home yet. So those are my 10 reasons why travelling sucks. If you have anything to add to it as a traveller yourself, then please do comment on the video below. If you've got any questions or want to add any comments, then do tweet me. My Twitter handle is below. Alright, thanks for checking in. I will catch up with you guys soon. Bye!